Guys, I got a Nissan Maxima here. This is the year here is we're looking at 2000. What that is the date? This is 2014-15. So what happened here was a customer complained that all the lights come on in the dash, ABS, all these lights come on, but after a while, not immediately. Once it does that, car loses power. The car doesn't have good pick. And when I scan the ABS, it gives me a code, low battery voltage. One thing I did was I noticed battery light also came on. So I put my voltmeter here, and the voltmeter gave me 14 just like that. But if you wait a bit, let's wait a few minutes, and let's put the headlights on. So it's sucking juice from that alternator. So after a while, this thing went down to 12 and all the lights came on the dash. So we're gonna wait for that and we will determine that. Okay, so after a few minutes, this baby goes down to 12, 28, which is bad alternator. And we get all these lights, and the brake light is flickering there a bit, and ABS light comes on, everything comes on. So when I scan for the lights, it gives me codes that are loss of power. So what we're gonna do on this baby is we're gonna replace the alternator. Stay tuned, and the baby's down there. Okay, so first thing what we're gonna do is to replace the alternator on this Maxima. They're all about same, most of the Nissans. So take off this battery, disconnect the battery. You don't want any power, so we're gonna take off the ground. Now we're gonna get to the wheels. We're gonna take off these tires, just the passenger side front tire. Before we jack up the car, what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull this cover right here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn this little guy right here. So you disconnect this little guy if you can. Okay, this is a weird little clip. This is not original, I believe so. So you just turn. If you got regular clips that look something like that over there, you pop it with the screwdriver, or this might be original, I'm not sure. But anyway, this guy should come off. Okay, and you just pull on this and it should come off. Come on, little guy, there you go. Okay, so you pull forward and it comes out. So that's that. Let's put this baby to the side here somewhere. And we got a lot of access over here. You can even take off this number 10 millimeter here. This bottle go out of your way, but we're gonna go down in the bottom, and we're gonna, so this is just to show you what we're doing. We're going down there. Okay, everything's gonna be from the bottom. Once the wheels off on this Maxima, you want to pop these clips. Flathead screwdriver or a clip removing tool such as this will work pretty good. Let's pop all of these clips, put them somewhere safe. There's another one over here. We just want to remove this cover here completely. Okay, and let's see if there's anything else. Okay, nothing else is holding this. So if you see any more clips or anything, just remove them all. So our alternator is up there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drop this AC compressor down and get that guy out of there. But what we need to do next is we need to pull this tensioner, and it'd be a good time to put on a new belt. If you have a new belt, put that baby on. But if you don't have a new belt, this would be a good video to how to replace the belt. Anyways, let's get some tools ready and let's get this baby cranking. Okay, so wrench here, 12, 13, whatever it is, or I usually use this little trick, and I put my hand from the behind and I stick this right in there, and a little bit more, there you go. And this baby sits there and your belt comes right off, just like that. There it goes. Belt is off. Bada bing, bada boom. We will reroute the belt, so we're gonna take it off completely so it doesn't bother us. There you go. So putting it back, probably gonna be most likely the same scenario, and I might use a tool to put it back in. Anyways, there's our belt. Nice. That's it. Okay, so the plan to get the alternator out is we're gonna take off this pulley, we're gonna take off this bolt of this AC compressor, we're gonna take off this bottom cover, we're gonna remove all the bolts on this AC compressor and just push the AC compressor to one side, and it might just drop down a bit, and we should be able to get this alternator out of here. So take off all these clips and remove the cover as well. Okay, so in the bottom, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take off this 10mm right here. Okay, we just want to make enough clearance so we could get to everything. Usually I will use power tools, but hand is always good. The video might be super long because I am going to give you guys details, and we might have another one somewhere sitting on the other side. So let's see what we got on this side. Okay, so here's the second 10mm. So I want to get a power tool, and we're going to knock this baby out of here, and we're going to get 14mm for this. So let's take off this 10mm, and after that, this little line should be kind of free. So we got a 14 and a 14 down here for the compressor, two 14s in the back, and a 14 here. So we're gonna take a 14mm right here, 14mm from right here. Come on, baby. Is there 14? It might be. Okay, this socket might not be a 14. Or is it? It is. It is. So it is a. There you go. I never go a day without dropping this light on the floor. Anyways, it's a 13mm short socket would do, but I'm using a deep socket, and my wrench hits over here. So what I did was put an extension on, so 13mm. And losing this baby, the reason why you want to loosen this is, you're gonna see just about now, the reason why we are gonna have to remove this pulley. The older model Nissans, this is a tensioner pretty much, and the reason why I want to replace this is it's a long bolt. We're gonna put it just like that to the side. The bolt for the alternator is right behind it. You see that? That's the bolt for the alternator right there. Anyways, we're gonna remove that. It's a long bolt. It goes out to the back. And first, we gotta get the AC compressor out of the way a bit. So let's remove 14, and the two bolts here for this. So what we're gonna do is take a wrench, and let's see, these are gonna be super tight bolts. Okay. Ooh, yeah. Do not snap them because they will try to snap. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get one bolt off, and then we'll work on the second one because we're not gonna have clearance for the wrench to move back and forth with this bolt. Anyways, let me get this off. Once it's loose enough, and just like that. The next one. Okay, so from right here, we got our next bolt. Same thing. It's gonna be super tight. That's okay. It's into alloy. Okay, I'm gonna get that baby off. Okay, so I got the bolt completely loose, and the second bolt comes right off, just like that. There you go. So what we're gonna do next is we're gonna take a 14 on this little guy, and on this little guy, and one down here. Okay, so we're gonna loosen this bolt. Only loosen for now, because we still need to see the harness. As long as we don't rip it, we're good. So you see how the compressor started to move around. So what I want to do here is I'm going to put my electric drill, and what I want to do here is I'm going to smack this little guy out of there completely. Make sure you keep your bolts in order because they're lengthy. You don't want to break nothing. And you know what? I'm going to knock this guy out too because the compressor is not going to full yet. So that's that. What we're going to do next is we're going to get that 14 out of there. So to get that 14 out of there, we're going to switch up sockets here. I'm going to use a short socket here. And my wrench is oval. If you need an extension, you can use extension. And we don't want to hit that compressor. Okay, let's use a deeper socket. So with the deeper socket, we should be able to eliminate this angle from damaging the lines here. Okay, here you go. So once this is loose, this baby should come out. Okay, there you go. And the bolt is off. Push this back. It should go all the way to the back. Let's go on the back end. Okay, so right in back of this compressor, we should be able to put our hand right through here, and we should be able to, if everything goes smooth, that long bolt is right there. Okay, let's see if you can see it right there. You see that? It's right there. And the alternator might grab on it a bit, or your block might hit it, so you're just gonna have to move around a bit, and we might gonna have to loosen the other bolt out of the way so the alternator can just release it, because right now it's holding on to it a bit. Okay, so we'll get that off. So we're back up on the top. We're gonna take this off. Okay, I do not want to drain. Okay, that one I think, yeah, it needs to come off. I did not want to drain the antifreeze, but I might, looks like I might have to, but I'm gonna try to avoid it because I'm still not done yet. I have done a few of these and I have drained the alternator, the fluid, and then I removed all this stuff here, and that was one way, but we're still moving on this guy. We're still making moves here. We're still making moves. There you go. And now I just want to take off the connectors, so there's nowhere to get to that baby. And let's take off this baby right here. Let's remove this reservoir out of here. This doesn't look good here, but let's see. I might be able to manage to get this guy off just like that. Okay, there you go. It's coming off. I need a needle nose for this guy. So what I'm gonna do here is let's remove this little guy with the needle nose, and then we should be able to put our hand on this so we don't make a mess here. Pull this guy off completely out of here, and let's put this baby, I usually use my garbage can to do this, and leave it there. And we have more room, so now we should be able to take off a couple of bolts on this baby. So what I am gonna do is I am gonna drain the damn thing, because everything is blocking, even this little guy is blocking. So let's drain this guy, and let's look for the drain in the bottom. So underneath the vehicle right here, we got our drain plug here. You need a Phillips head screwdriver, but this flathead should work pretty good. You don't want to put too much force on it. You don't want to yank it. So just turn this baby a bit, and the whole thing's gonna come out, and it's gonna start to shoot out antifreeze. So make sure you have a bucket down below. And let me adjust my bucket. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove this guy and let everything drain out. Make sure you save the drain cap, whatever you want to call it, plug. Okay, so I got the antifreeze draining, take off the cap, it will flow better. So what I want to do is I want to take off this little housing right here, and this whole pipe will go that way. If you take it off here, then you will eliminate the pipe, but this will stay here. But if you take off this clamp, you will eliminate this whole housing here and push everything over there. Take this bolt if you need to and just push it to the side. So that's what I'm going to do. And you might not see these parts, so just squeeze this clamp, push the clamp down, and take off the whole housing. Okay, so I took off the pipe here. From right here, pop, goes weasel, that thing stays over there. So now we're going to take off this 12mm on this boot right here. Remove this boot. Right under it, you got a 12mm bolt. And then you got a connector down there, okay? The wiring is all deteriorated from heat, so you squeeze the tab, and usually this needle nose does it for me. If it doesn't do it, I might be in trouble. Anyways, I might have to put that camera down to get this baby off. And I'm going to take off this 12 and that. Don't worry about it. Our battery is disconnected, so there's no power there. Anyways, we're going to get those off. Okay, so 12mm, here it is. If it fits on it. Okay, I'm going to need a swivel. It's in an angle Okay, so we got our swivel now. Swivel should give us an angle. The swivel should give us an angle. Okay, since our AC compressor is loose, this guy is gonna bother us. But anyways, we just push him out of the way. There you go. 12 millimeter is loose. I don't want to drop that nut, so I'm gonna go grab it. Whoop, 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 whoop. There you go. 12 millimeter bolt is loose. We're gonna put this somewhere safe because sometimes I like to use the old one. All right. So this wire here should lift up and come off on the alternator. It is a shitty job. That's all I can tell you guys. It is one of the hardest jobs of the alternators that I have done. So it's a strap here. This line is really stiff. So the strap is not allowing it. But I'm going to use some kind of tactic to get this guy off. So all it needs to be lifted up. And that's it. Come on. Come on, baby. Okay, so you guys got the point. This guy will come off. There you go. And all we got is a connector left now. And then all this wiring is deteriorated. It's brittle from the heat. This connector's got to come off. That connector's got to come off. But it's a 2-wire or 3-wire connector, whatever it is. We're going to take it off somehow, some way. So you guys are not going to see this. So there's a 12 millimeter bolt right there. Right there. So we're going to fish that out from right over here. So put a 12 millimeter wrench or a socket or a swivel like this and take off that bolt. And then your alternator should be loose from right here. So now what I did was loosen this bolt up. I got no jack holding it. And I removed this little line from the cooler down here. So the compressor can come down a bit. And we wiggle this baby out. Just like that. And look at that. Not going up. Changing my plans twice. Woo, yeah. This is the thumbnail. Okay, so we got a new alternator here. I'm going to show you guys the part number at the end of the video. But you see this little bushing here? It needs to go back. Other than that, your alternator will be very difficult to put back in. So something like this will work really easy. Just make sure you don't break the connector and stuff. So just hold it lightly and tap on it. Just like that. So make it nice and flush so it has a clearance just so it could go inside the bracket. Anyways, you want to do one more thing. File all the paint off. Other than that, you're all set. If you don't file this, you're not gonna have a good ground because they paint this crap. So just file it a bit. And that's it. Time for us to put this baby back in. Okay, time for us to put the new alternator in. So we're gonna try to get it in the same way. Putting it back might be a little bit difficult than taking it out because now we don't see the back end, but we will get it in there somehow, some way. From right here. Okay, guys, we got the alternator in, and from here on, you're gonna lift it up and put the bolt in the bottom first, and then everything on the top. But right now, since we're here, let's tighten up the bolt in the frame. We got ourselves a 21 millimeter socket on this impact gun, and that's it. That's that. Finish everything out. Reverse procedure applies from here on. So I cannot hold the camera and do the job at the same time. So I am gonna just do end the video here, and we'll install the belt together, and that's it. So to sum things up, I did pop this line from here to here. You see that? It goes down. I did take off this line here. You didn't have to take none of this. Take off this 10 millimeter like we did. This retainer right here, this clip, and the antifreeze is gonna come out, and then everything else just stays there. Anyways, we got the pulley back nice and tight. Compressor's tight. Alternator is tight. We got everything tight. We got our screwdriver right there holding the tensioner. It's time for us to put the belt back in. One more thing, I did bend this a bit. That's fine. But other than that, this line can go just right back to its spot. And that's it. Now it's time to put the belt in. Customer requested. He's going to keep his old belt. And that's it. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to put the belt on the power steering pump first.
Okay, once we get that's gonna be the hard part, trying to get it on the pump. So make sure the belt sits good everywhere. And after that, your belt goes under this. There's a pulley on top. Oh, where are you going? There's another pulley up here. So the belt goes up here over the alternator. And then it goes wiggle waggle all over. Comes out, okay, the power steering came out. Okay, time for us to get that power steering one more time. Let's get that power steering pump. There you go. You got the pump. But it's not sitting properly on the pump, so I'm gonna just lean down here and look. Something is disturbing on the pump. There you go, it's on the pump. We're gonna go over this tensioner, gonna go under the crank, and we're left with this pulley here. Let's just make sure it's good everywhere. Yup, on the power steering pump it's not good. We're gonna stick our hand back here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna yank this tensioner one more last time, and let's see where we are wrong at. Right here, AC compressor is all messed up. AC compressor is all messed up. Okay, now I can yank it a bit more if I can get a good angle right from here. And this baby needs to go a little bit more. It must be off somewhere. We will get it. Okay. Check all of my work, but I am gonna use the tool because I really wanted to use the tool. I was hoping I was able to do it like that, but I guess not. Gonna need more leverage. Let's go up a bit more, and then come back down. Should be it right here. There you go. Double check your belt everywhere. Bada bing, bada boom, and our tools come off. And that's it, guys. That's how you're gonna replace the belt on this Maxima. And we did do the alternator and all that, so check out those videos. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and like.
Okay, guys, it seems like, look at that baby. I'm gonna let this baby run for a little while. Got the lights on and everything, so make sure you turn on your wiper blades, whatever you need to. And in the dash, all the lights are gone all by itself. Usually they will go on and off. So that's it. Thank you for watching. See you guys on the next one. So that's what you should get. It should be above 13. It could be 1340, 1345, 1339. Long as it's above 13, 20, 30, 0.30, it is perfectly fine. If you see it below 13, 12, 70, that's not good. That means it's draining itself. Anyways, thank you for watching.